East, it becomes a perfect night for baseball here at UFCU Dish Falk Field as the Vaqueros of the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley visit the Texas Longhorns. Tuesday has not been good to the Longhorns this season, especially the last three, starting back on March 29th as the Lamar Cardinals came to town. Texas only earned 2 hits, struck out 9 times, and lost the ball game 4-2. 7 days later on April 5th, the Islanders of A&M Corpus Christi came to town and came away with a 5-0 victory as the Texas was shut out, could not get on the board. And then on April 12th, Texas, a home team in this game, but playing on the road in a minor league ballpark, dropped a 3-2 decision to the University of Houston. So Tuesdays have not been good to the Texas Longhorns. Good evening, everybody. Keith Mullen along with Greg Swindell. We welcome you to UFCU Dish Falk Field, where the Texas Longhorns will take on the Vaqueros of the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. And Tuesdays, this Texas Tuesday, another tough struggle. It's been the last 3 Tuesdays.
Yeah, the last 3 Tuesdays for Texas. Hits have been hard to come by. Runs have been hard to come by. 17 for 90. 17 for 90 in these last 3 Tuesday games. That's a 188 clip. Got to put the bat on the ball a little bit more on the Tuesdays, get the week started off right. And starting pitching hasn't been as good on Tuesdays. You need to get a quality start out of Connor Mays tonight.
Yeah, I'm talking about Connor Mays. That's where I want to go. He's got to command his breaking ball. He's got to take control of it. Yes, at the end of his freshman campaign, he was one of the elite pitchers in this conference. He's got to find that again. This is a good night to find it right now.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for Connor this year, finding momentum, having good outings, consecutive, being consistent on the mound, and tonight would be a really good time for him to get started.
Manny Montrano is in his 8th year as the head coach at UT-Rio Grande Valley. It is unusual. We'll give you some of the history of what's taken place. It used to be University of Texas Pan American. A lot of different names. We'll go over it. They've won 6 out of 7. They played well at home. They have struggled at times on the road. And this is his 30th different lineup in the 32nd ball game of the year. That means he's still trying to find some certain things, but they have played well as of late.
Yeah, looking for that lineup tonight to do well for Manny Montrana. A good number 3 hole. That's where I'm looking right there, Keith. Joseph Collazo.
Collazo's a good player. The other part of that is Jose Garcia at the top. It's a guy that's been setting the table and doing the job there. And they'll be facing the sophomore from Lake Travis, Connor Mays. We were telling you about some of the things he needs to do. But for Connor, for me, it's command that breaking ball. Command
the breaking ball and just command himself on the mound. He gets a couple of innings in him, and then all of a sudden kind of loses a little bit. You see the starts right there. It's the 6th start of the season. Has not won a game this year. Walks are up a little bit. Good strikeouts, though. Connor Mays tonight needs to go out and, like I said earlier, give a quality start. That's 6 innings or more with 3 earned runs or less, and throw strike 1. When you throw strike 1, that means you can get that breaking ball around the plate and get the off speed over the plate for strikes. If he can command both of those, obviously, and have that quality start, he's going to have a good night.
Well, I think you and I both have looked at this. I really think Skip Johnson would allow him to go 75 to 100 pitches. This is an opportunity for Connor to get right in the sense that, hey, can he go out, establish it, get some length, get a good feeling about himself. Confidence is so important for pitchers. It's just like for hitters. He needs some confidence right now.
Yeah, he does. And Texas looking for a 4th starter, like we talk about, needing 4 starters for the postseason. And this year, Connor's gone over 100 pitches a couple of times, so there's no reason why tonight. But it starts out 1st inning, strike 1. I mean, you got to have a quality start to this ball game tonight. Get Texas started out on a good note this week.
Well, you can see the history when these two teams have met up. Obviously, University of Texas Rio Grande Valley used to be University of Texas Pan American. Pan American under Al Ogletree was an outstanding program throughout the 70s, most of the 80s, and into the 90s. Name change. Texas has dominated this series as Jose Garcia will lead it off.
Hey, they're 0-0 against UT-GVR.
Exactly right. Those folks just tuning in said, who is that? It's University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. First pitch, swings, fouls it straight back, does Garcia. Numbers good on the season. You can see him right there. The one that jumps off the page to me is right there, folks. That is incredible at the top of your order. Almost 50% of the time, the leadoff hitter has reached base.
And slugging .500.
1-1 to Garcia. Just underway. Glad you're with us. Keith Wong, Greg Swindell. Texas Tuesday. Foul tip. 1-2.
Watching that game last week against U of H, Connor looked very comfortable first couple of innings. Then just got the ball up, got a little wild, and was taken out of the game. Tonight, he just needs to maintain himself, contain himself on that mound, and give Skip Johnson and this Texas team a good 6+ innings. Looks very comfortable so far.
So fidgety with his arm a little bit as he's raising it up back and forth. And that's a little bit unusual for him. Maybe uniform maybe not fitting exactly right. That happens to you. I've seen that before too. And the 2-2. Hitting. Got away from him up and in. Leadoff base runner for the Vaqueros.
The 8th time Jose's been hit this season.
Scott Mercer will step in, third baseman. Contradas told us, Manny, before the game, he said, you know, Scott Mercer really did a nice job of going out, changing his body, lifting, getting stronger. He was really struggled offensively last year as a junior. He's come back, he's having a really good year here as a senior.
Batting over 300.
That's always a good story when you see guys that have had struggles and able to put something together and come back and have a really good senior campaign. Garcia not very graceful coming back there, but back safely.
Twisted that ankle a little bit.
Smile on his face.
He's 12 for 13 in the stolen bases this year.
Misses there now. Barrera to go out to talk to his sophomore right-hander. Confidence. I don't know. We talk about it all the time, but for pitching, it's the same as hitting. Boy, if you feel confident as a hitter, you get in the box, all right, let's go. I can do this. And in pitching, same way. When you don't have confidence of where you're going to be able to deliver the ball, and if I throw a strike here, it's going to get hit. Off of the fist, hit and run. Easy double play as Gerwitz able to get to it. Ball was up and in, tied him up. That's a break for Texas right there.
A big break. Connor hitting the leadoff hitter, Jose Garcia, and falling behind. I guess Manny Mantronic going with the odds that he's going to see a good strike down the middle, but that one ran in on Mercer. Wasn't able to hit it very well. Just a little blooper over the mound. An easy double play.
I was stunned sort of see in that scenario when a guy's struggling just a little bit.
Especially this early.
Collazo Joseph steps in, junior from San Antonio. Threw it by him upstairs. Bat comes out of the hands of Joseph.
Good, solid, strong swing there, Joseph.
That's a little scary.
Way to rip it.
Comes right back at us.
Most of the time with the leather handles and the things, and even though he has the leather handle gone and he's got tape on it, so he's making it a little thinner in his hands. The 1-1 gets the call in the outside corner. Matt McHenry behind the plate.
I was wondering about that one, a little delayed strike call there, but got it.
Tim Henderson to first, John Bible at second, David Wiley, the arbiter at third. We have not seen a breaking ball this inning.
We didn't. He might have had the opportunity to Garcia, the leadoff hitter, but then hit him and then fell behind. I was thinking that maybe that pitch, the last pitch, would have been a good time.
The 2-2. Downstairs, and the count's full.
We're talking about the mental game. I think it's kind of affected Connor most of the season. Getting out there, and you want to feed off how you pitched last year and started this year out struggling with his command of his fastball.
Got underneath that one. You can see him really get his elbow down underneath. Hit batter, double play, and a walk for Connor Mays. Cole Lonkar will step in. Senior from the great state of Washington. 6'2", 205-pounder. Good location there.
Olympia, the capital up there.
It is.
That's a long way down.
There was
to the valley.
A cold adult beverage named that at one time that I remember. Throw over. Back in safely. That's one of the things the Vaqueros will do. They will run as a team. Everybody up and down the lineup has the ability to run, will run. Quickly, it's 0-2.
Also thinking it's 1-1 over there. He's like 1-1. No, it's 0-2.
Upstairs with the fastball. 17 pitches in the inning. Now 18.
Got to see the breaking ball right here.
Should see the breaking ball. 1-2. Back with the heater. Good pitch to run here. Collazo said 6 of 10 in the stolen base department. This is the pitch you'd run on if you're going to run. Big lead here. Throw over, back in safely. Does not go, fakes. This ball chopped foul. Cody Clements at third tonight. We've seen him at short. Rick Boswell back in the lineup at shortstop tonight. Joe Baker is playing, but is the DH. Lonkar keeps the at bat alive. Up on that bat with 2 strikes, even though he's in the 4th spot in the order. I like that. I like to see young hitters. They get down in the count. He was down 0-2. Immediately got up off the handle. Get a little better bat control.
So it's going to ask a little easier to handle. That bat would choke up on it.
Right side. Nice piece of hitting. Base hit into right. Coming up with it is Mathis. Where he also slipped. He looked up, saw the stop sign that time, and he didn't slip. It looked like he slipped. He slid to stop his momentum to get back to second.
An old teammate, Ken Caminetti, would do the same exact thing. We also see the hitting right there by Lonkar. You talk about choking up and being able to handle the bat right there. The pitch was away, and he just pokes it to right field. We also break his stride so you don't. Might have a tendency to turn an ankle or something. He just went into a slide and went back to second base.
He did not have the opportunity to move to third. Mathis got to it in a hurry. Corey Davis steps in, first baseman. Opportunity here. UT-Rio Grand Valley. Senior, 6'2", 215-pounder. 24 consecutive fastballs, and the count evens at 1-1.
He had 9 pitches into the game. He had 2 outs. So since then, he's thrown 15 pitches to try to get that 3rd out of the inning.
On the ground, Clements has it, gets to the bag, and the inning over. Rio Grande Valley threatens but doesn't score. We go to the bottom of the first, 0-0.
When you need
20th season as the head coach at the University of Texas, 28-0 all time against UT-Rio Grande Valley is Augie Garrido, and his lineup looks a little bit different tonight. With Brett Boswell in the lineup, Joe Baker as the DH. The guy right at the top of that order for me is Travis Jones. He's been setting the table. And they're going to be facing a right-hander that has pitched some on the weekend for the Vaqueros, Ryan Jackson. He's a sophomore from McCallum.
Ryan Jackson started the year in the starting rotation, went to the bullpen, but like Connor May's numbers a lot better as a starting pitcher. Making his 6th start, 6 walks, jumps off to me right there in 34 innings. He's going to be around the plate, a strike thrower and a good athlete, Coach Manny Mantrana says. On the mound, keep the ball down, not overpowering. It's a lot more effective when it's down, hittable when it's up. Field his position, like I said, good athlete on that field, and hold base runners. Again, Coach Mantrana says a very good athlete on the mound, has a good move, and can field his position.
Travis Jones left the ballpark. This is a big fly right here. He got good extension on it. He's been on a hot streak. This was over the weekend against Kansas. And he's done a nice job in the leadoff spot. Travis had not been a leadoff hitter much in his career. And then all of a sudden has adapted to leading off ball games and done a nice job for Texas in the leadoff spot.
Pretty good weekend.
Jones, Cody Clements, Barrera due for Texas to start the ball game here. 0-0, bottom of the first. Glad you're with us. Sun has broken out. Rain has moved to the east. Those of you in Houston, we are praying for you. All the weather they had down there. Over foots of rain, feet of rain, I guess.
So I was there.
Yeah.
I was in Houston. I got out of there just in time.
Mercy. 1-0 to Travis from Jackson. Not going to overpower you, but Jackson can move the ball around, a little breaking ball. Important for him, he can't get into 2-0 and 3-1 counts.
Can't get into fastball counts.
That's exactly right.
He does have a good changeup. Like you said, the breaking ball is a slider from Jackson. Right there.
Fewest walks in the WAC. If you can stay under 2 walks per 9 innings, that's special.
That's 6 on the season.
Misses though there, and he's down 3-1. Fastball count coming here to Jones.
I think one year Brett Saberhagen went a full big league season had less walks than starts at one point, like 14, and only had like 10 walks.
Well, that was a dynamite breaking ball he had. 3-1. Downstairs, just like that, 7th walk of the season. Starts the ball game for Texas. Brett Saberhagen had already won a Cy Young. I moved over late in my career to the American League. Sitting behind Alan Trammell and sitting in the on-deck circle, said, "Alan, what's he got?" And he said, just looked at me and said, "Real good stuff."
Good luck.
Real good stuff. That's a good answer. Cody Clements steps in. Squares to bunt. Punts it foul at the plate.
Speaking of Alan Trammell, just saw where Jim Leland's going to coach the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic. Alan Trammell will be one of his coaches.
That's wonderful. 2 guys that I've known a long, long time. 2 great baseball men. Throw over. Jones easily back the bag. Texas has scored in the first inning in their last 3 ball games. They really have done a nice job all season long early in the game, getting into the flow of the game. Where they've struggled is late in the game to score. Clements squares again. Bunts up the first base line. This will roll foul. Clements unable to get the sacrifice down, and it's 0-2.
That ball got in on him. Tough to keep fair. Kind of jumped out of the way. You see here. See him kind of jump out of the way right at the end, right there. That ball's kind of getting in on him. Changes the angle of the bat. See if they keep the bunt on right here.
Pitch out.
Well, you nearly had
Jones
him
not
that
going. Don't like 0-2 pitch outs.
No.
I just don't think runners like to go 0-2 very much. Throw a good ball, good breaking ball there. Try to get the hitter. If you don't, then I like 1-2 pitch out. You still got 2 more pitches to
Do
deal
you throw
with.
back to back?
Yeah. Jones not going. Just misses outside, and the count evens.
Opponents are 40 for 49 against the Vaqueros in stealing bases this year.
Go, Cuddy. Best knock there, kid.
Double play depth in the infield, straight away, and deep in the outfield. Popped up. In the infield. Call for it. Put away by Orianos.
Good communication right there by the Vaqueros. All infield, every one of them converging onto the mound. You could hear Collazo really take control of that fly ball.
Tres Barrera will step in. See his numbers there. 301. That 4th big fly that's on his record should have counted for 2.
Yeah, that was a far one. That's what I tell people. It was far. It didn't go a long way. It was just far.
Jackson set. Breaking ball had him out in front. If you're wondering about the UT-RGV on bottom right-hand side of your screen, that's University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. Breaking ball again.
All right, substitute, Trey. Substitute here.
Jackson has not given up a home run all season long.
Go, Barrera.
Formerly University of Texas Pan American. Jackson throws over, and he had the ball in his glove, and he started his move, then had to reach in his glove and throw to first. That was close to a balk. If you're going to go to first, you should have the ball in your hand.
You should do it from that position right there.
Breaking ball got him. 3 good breaking balls. Barrera down on strikes.
3 straight to Tres. Sets everything down. Just a good pitch by Jackson.
Looked like a strike halfway there, and then has the movement late.
It's a good slider.
Casey Clemens steps in. Boy, it's been an outstanding month of April for the junior from Houston. Leads the team now in hitting at .308. See that on-base percentage is good. He's reached in his last 6 at-bats. He's reached base. There goes the runner. Throw to second. Into center. Jones comes up, stops. Was headed to third. Didn't get off the ground quick enough to make the move, but the stolen base.
It might have been a hit and run. See where the pitch was up and away, and Casey went for it.
Don't See hit and run too many times with 2 outs.
Maybe a run and hit.
Yeah.
Wise move by Travis at second. If you don't recognize it immediately, stay there.
Oaks. Throw got away from him there.
Casey start to call timeout right there. Just taking a little too long. Took his hand off the bat. Jackson still delivered the pitch.
Gonzalez right in behind Jones at second. Giving a big gap on the left-hand side of the infield. Casey's been going that way a lot lately.
Doing a good job of that. Rolled over that one.
You can see the month of February where he actually got hot right at the end of the month. He really struggled at the beginning of the season, had a good month of March. He's just had a fantastic April to this point, though.
I think his approach has changed. Like you said, he's been going to left field a lot with 2 strikes. His whole approach to hitting in the counts, for a little power as well.
Texas 288 on the season with runners in scoring position as a team. Casey a little better than that. 11 for 35. Two and two to the Longhorn first baseman. Breaking ball, lays off of it. That's a tough pitch to lay off right there.
The ball's on the plate, meaning over the plate, just low, just below the strike zone.
Joe Baker awaits on deck, open base. Baker, a right-handed hitter.
Jackson has a really good changeup. Floats away to lefties.
Ball hit pretty well to left, but playable. Going back is Garcia, under, puts it away. Texas threatens, but does not score in the first. The Vaqueros and the Longhorns hooking up. 0-0 ball game as we go to the second. There are times that not only can you be a pitcher, but you can be a fisherman.
You got to do what you got to do when you're on that bench.
He's trying to set the hook. He said just a little bit outside.
Need some more bait.
He said he's got it. He's pulling it down.
He set the hook.
He's got him reeled in.
He needs help.
Got to get it in the boat. Gaffing it. That's a big boy.
To lean over the boat and get that one.
Needs to get some hooks over the plate.
Yeah.
In this frame.
Need to set that hook on the Vaqueros.
6, 7, and 8 do. For the Vaqueros. Right down Broadway for strike one. Austin Oates will lead it off. He's the catcher. Junior from Fort Worth. There's a breaking ball for a strike. First one we've seen. On the night. And it's 0-2 to Oates. Took his sleeves off and went to a shorter sleeve shirt.
You were saying something's going on there.
Something was not right. I can tell he just did not feel comfortable in that first inning. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Much different look from Connor Mays here in the second.
First 2 breaking balls we've seen from Connor, both for strikes. This one for a strikeout. Good location off the plate away. It just looked like those sleeves are making, he had them pulled up, so it might have been just real uncomfortable. Didn't have time to go in before the game and change in the first.
Yeah.
I think you do. You're the starting pitcher. Game won't start till you get out there.
Does not. Victor Garcia Jr.
Just the low pitch.
The DH. Plainfield, Illinois. Downstairs, off speed. And it's 1-1. Giddy up on that heater right there.
Sounded good.
And it's 1-2.
Good location. That ball, fastball in. Garcia unable to extend on it. Got on him quick. Same spot.
1-2 out to left. Jones there makes the play. So far so good. 3 in a row retired now by Connor Mays.
Dress going out to talk to Connor real quick. He wanted that ball up. The ball's a little too much of the plate.
You see him in the first. He got the sleeves on. Just
over here. That's the first inning.
Did not look comfortable. Comes out in the second. Much different look without the sleeves. Looks free and easy. Jacob Huckabee will step in. Junior for Brian. Stay right there. You're not going to hit that pitch.
Connor just has released the ball right now. Matt McHenry got that right hand working.
The 0-1. Breaking ball upstairs. Count evens. Totally different looking pitcher than the first. Here in the second for Mays. Does that happen, Greg? I mean, obviously, I think it was a sleeve, something bothered him, but you go in, got through the first and went, as a starting pitcher, you did it an awful lot in your life. Is there a change there?
I think he has been struggling a little bit. But the first inning, it starts to come back in your mind. I mean, is this going to happen again? But then, like you said, he got out of the inning, went in, took a deep breath. He takes a deep breath right there. But, yeah, you're like, okay, all right. I got the rhythm. I got everything going. I got out of that first inning. Let's get out of these long sleeves now and get comfortable, get back on the mound. It can happen, and it can. It can take one inning. It can take one out for you to kind of change your mindset.
Payoff. Misses outside, ball 4. Sometimes you try to be too fine. I believe he tried to get too fine right there to Huckabee.
It's usually what happens when you do get ahead of a hitter real quick with 2 outs and thinking I can get out of this by throwing one nasty pitch, and you end up throwing 4 out of the zone.
Isaac Gonzalez will step in. Number 9 hitter from Surprise, Arizona. He's a sophomore. Shortstop. This downstairs. Talked about the Vaqueros. They will run. Huckabee 3 for 3 in that department with a huge lead. Count evens at 1-1. Did you notice, obviously left-handed, it was very easy for you to see leads. Right-handers sometimes have a tough time when they come set and their backs to the runner at first, really recognizing leads. I used to, as a catcher, say, hey, he's got to, I'd start asking for time. This guy's running. Catches the corner, and it's 1-2.
That's why you see most right-handers, before they come set, they'll turn their shoulder, because you're allowed to at that point, peek and look over there. See, some pitchers will look back over their right shoulder, like towards second base.
1-2. Misses there to count evens.
Blake Wellman playing catch on the mound down in the Texas bullpen.
Two on the ground, base hit to left. Second inning in a row. Runner into scoring position for UT-Rio Grand Valley. Back to the top of the order. Jose Garcia was hit with a 2-2 pitch his first time up. Garcia hitting .382 on the year. He has 39 base hits on the season. He's driven in 14 with 10 extra base hits. Breaking ball, good one there for a strike.
Well, they've all been good. It's the fourth one. It's got some good bite on it. First, he's throwing 4, 3 for strikes.
That's some good numbers. Elite hitters, the Western Athletic Conference. He did go around.
Yes.
See Garcia go up on the bat with 2 strikes there.
We saw Loncard go the other way good. Let's see if Connor tries to. He tried to go inside on Garcia's first at bat and hit him.
The 0-2. Went outside with a breaking ball. It's 1-2.
Connor didn't want that one anywhere near the plate.
It's been a struggle. This is the 48th pitch here in the second inning. Got him with a fastball. Second strike out of the frame. Second threat erased. Got him with a good fastball, right knee high, outside corner. 0-0 game. We go to the bottom of the second. After Texas lost the opener 11-5 in game 1 of the doubleheader on Friday, Texas came back, got the offense going. Zane Gerwitz's 3-run homer in the first separated the ball game. Texas held on for an 8-6 victory. Then you go to game 3, rain. It was a miserable day. Travis Jones leaves the ballpark. Texas dominated the Jayhawks with a 12-2 victory and win the series 2-1, run their conference record, Greg, to 7-5. Need to get something going offensively here in this one.
Yeah, Tuesdays have been tough for Texas. You need to think of this as a soggy, rainy Saturday afternoon against Kansas. Bats came alive over the weekend against the Jayhawks.
Scored 25 runs in the 3-game set. Joe Baker will lead it off. He's the DH tonight. Lines this one to center. What a play! Coriasso playing up the middle. Takes away a base hit. You hit a ball over the top of the mound. You think you're going to get a knock.
Well, look where Coriasso is. I mean, he is right up the middle. This ball hit just to the shortstop side of second base on the line. Nice play. Nice scouting report.
No kidding.
Right up the middle.
Guarantee you, Joe Baker put his head down and think that's a knock. No, it's not, as Patrick Mathis steps in.
Change up, first pitch up.
Coriasso with an outstanding play. Patrick, 300 on the year as he steps in. Sophomore from Waco. Got a good hitter's pitch coming here.
Started him off with that changeup. I wouldn't doubt if he threw another one. 2-0. Likes the fastball.
Didn't get the call. Little two-seamer, sunk it away from that. Did you give the 3-0 green light? I don't think you do with one out.
I like it. I think he's going to see a good pitch.
Take it all the way. It was a good hitter's pitch, wasn't it? 3-1. Third 3-ball count for Ryan Jackson. In 2 frames. Upstairs, ball 4. Second walk issued. This is a nice play right there. I've been just telling you, you hit that ball over the top of second base and over the pitcher. Guarantee you weren't anticipating you were going to get out.
I don't think Joe even saw Coriasso back there. He was kind of shielded from the pitcher. He gets running down to first, and he's like, wait a minute, where'd you come from?
Zane Gerwitz, he's done a nice job swinging the bat as of late. Junior from San Antonio, a little hit and run. Throw to second, Mathis in easily.
Straight steal.
Just a straight steal. Exactly right. Big jump, 3 full steps.
Quick jump right there.
Second runner into scoring position for Texas in the ball game. 1-0 to Gerwitz. Tried to check his swing, couldn't. Collazo has it. First in time. Mathis moves up to third. So 2 gone for Brett Boswell.
Can't be good as a hitter. I mean, a good feeling.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, swing, the ball hits it, and it stays fair.
Well, you just put your head down and take off running, exactly what Zane did. Sophomore from Rockwall.
Still trying to get Brett going. Getting back in that lineup, getting some swings.
Took something off of that one, turned it over for strike 1.
It started Patrick off with the same pitch, the changeup. Something as a left-handed hitter, I would see that.
Yes. Had him out in front on a breaking ball. Quickly, it's 0-2 to Boswell. Shorten it up, put it in play. That's what you're thinking right now as a hitter.
Choking up there.
Got him. Change up, breaking ball and a fastball. Nothing game. We go to the third.
University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. The Vaqueros, formerly UT Pan American.
The Bronx.
The Bronx. Whole new team this year, a whole new university. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. They needed a 75% vote from the state of Texas to get in. They made it in. They let the people vote on the name. They came up with the name and the mascot, the Vaqueros. They kept the colors. They got the blue, the orange, the green from UT Pan Am, the orange from the UT system, and the blue from the UT Brownsville.
Over 7,000 new attendees. 2, 3, and 4 due to face Connor Mays out for his second inning work. First pitch in there for a strike. Lined into a double play. It was a humpback liner. Breaking ball misses there. 6 breaking balls thrown in the ball game. 3 for strikes for Connor Mays at this point. Got the call. It is a large zone. Stay out there and keep throwing it.
If you could control that one, command that one, I would throw it there every time.
Absolutely.
You can't hit it.
Not with any authority. Breaking ball in there for a strike. That was not a good one. Stayed upstairs. Didn't get on top of it.
As Connor's been up, so has Blake Wellman in the bullpen. Last 2 innings. Not really throwing a lot hard, but he's on the mound playing catch.
Got him with a fastball. 3rd strikeout of the game. 2 in a row for Connor Mays.
Not saying that it could be a ploy. I remember when I was pitching, if I saw someone warming up early in the game in the bullpen, I would try to change myself on the mound and get people out.
I want to stay in the game.
Could be a ploy.
Collazo made a great play defensively. Walked his first time up. Joseph, junior from San Antonio, having a great season. 350, driven in 19. Breaking ball misses there. The 1-1. Big swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
They all choke up.
Yes, they do. They get 2 strikes that are up on the
I
bat.
do like Olympia beer quite a bit. Can you get that down in the valley?
The 1-2.
You have to drink Corona.
Downstairs.
You know why that's a Mexican export beer? Because the Mexicans won't drink it.
So had success with that fastball just right there, belt high away.
Went back to it. Fouled off.
He's been also a little timid to come back in after he hit the leadoff hitter of the game. Hasn't really gone back in there.
He has not. Tried to climb the ladder. But he also fouls it back. 7th pitch of the at-bat, 60th of the ball game coming.
Lost the feel for that breaking ball all of a sudden.
Let's go, Connor. You got this shit. Let's go.
Full count.
Get cold to the plate right now.
Underneath that one.
You seem to just drop the shoulder. The ball seems to have had like a rise ball to it. It goes has the looks like it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It goes
Exactly.
up.
But when you drop your elbow, the ball's
But it doesn't go up. It's impossible for it to go
no,
up.
but it gives
stays
the
flat.
illusion that
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Loncar steps in. Cole single to right his first time up.
Biggest lead of the night. But he also good foot between him and the orange turf over there at first.
Before you get back to these second touch.
Loncar steps back in. Single to right. Big lead again.
Even further.
You're doing your job as a base runner when you're getting the attention of the pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
Another big lead. Not running. Popped up on top of the clamshell. And it's 0-2.
He's been getting ahead. Then he gets picky.
Yep. Hadn't been able to put away.
Yeah. Tries to get too fine. Overthrows. He overthrew the breaking ball. Got under the fastball. Stay on top of it. Trust it. Don't try to overthrow it.
Up and away there. 13 batters have come to the plate for the Vaqueros. Connor Mays has been ahead of 9 of them. First pitch strikes 9 times. He's hit a batter and walked 2, struck out 3. Pitch count going up quickly.
Came out to Scott Mercer, first batter this inning, and had some good tempo going, and got ahead of Collazo, and then right after that he just started slowing everything down. Started thinking.
Not running again. Ball lined into the gap in right center. Rand does a nice job cutting it off. Loncar on his way to second with a 1-out double. Good at bat. Second time for Lonkar, up on the bat, going the other way with 2 strikes.
Got the fastball up, out over the plate. Easier for him to handle. He hit that one really good at it in the right center. Good job by Tyler Rand cutting that ball off. That's a run for the Vaqueros.
Infield back for Texas now with 1 out. They'll surrender a run on a ground ball in the infield. As Corey Davis steps in, he grounded to first his first time up. Breaking ball doesn't get the call there for ball 1.
He's got the call there with the fastball. Didn't get it with the breaking ball.
Rio Grande Valley 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. Misses there again. Wellman, a little more purpose in the bullpen right now. Hitter's pitch coming to Davis.
This could be an exact situation as last week. Connor Mays got into the 3rd inning, got an out, then loaded the bases. That's when I believe Blake Wellman came in and got the double play. Fly ball to right field, left field.
The 3-0.
Was it
Up and away, ball 4.
Could have been Bo that came in that game.
I think this would prompt a visit. I'm not sure that he'll make a move, but Skip Johnson will probably be on the way to the mound, and here he comes.
He's going to get him.
And he's going to make a move to the bullpen. Connor Mays, 2 1/3. He's responsible for all 3 runners that are on base as he makes his way to the mound.
It was Bo Ridgway last week that came in. Now Texas is going to see if Blake Wellman can do the job.
Skip Johnson, you see that young face right there, was a pitcher.
Yes, that's him.
1989 with University of Texas Pan American. A lot of history between these 2 schools. As a matter of fact, UT Pan Am beat Texas in 1971 to make their only trip to the College World Series. We'll give you the information on Blake Wellman when we come back.
Thanks for coming today.
How you doing?
Well, today's going to be pretty easy. I want each of you to grab a 2x8 and cut it. You'll have 2 saws to choose from, a power saw or a hand saw. So which saw did you use?
Power saw. Power saw.
Power saw. You all chose the most powerful tool. Wouldn't it make sense to make the same choice when it comes to your truck?
Absolutely.
This is the 2016 Chevy Silverado. It offers the most powerful engine in its class.
Awesome. I'd say it's the best tool for the job.
Struggle for Connor Mays. Struggle with the strike zone. That's the first thing. 25 in the first, 23 in the second, and 22. You can see his numbers. He's allowed 3 base hits, walked 4, struck out 3, but he's responsible for all 3 runners on base. And it's going to fall on the shoulders of the freshman from Brenham, Blake Wellman.
Blake Wellman tried to come in and do what Bo Ridgway did last week. Had the bases loaded, the same exact situation down in Sugar Land, and got out of the inning with a double play. Blake's pitched well. 15, be a 16th appearance. Sub-2 ERA. He has inherited 6 runners on the year. Only 1 has scored right now. A tough task with the bases loaded.
Longhorns double play depth in the infield as Austin Oates steps in. Good bender in there for strike 1. Oates was a strikeout victim his first time up.
Pitch had some good late snap on it.
Back to back. And quickly it's 0-2.
It's not easy coming out of that bullpen with the bases loaded, a freshman, and have the ability and the confidence to start a hitter off with 2 straight breaking balls.
Oates 1 for 2 with the bases loaded this season, but he's down 0-2 here.
Oh, yeah.
Got the call. 2 breaking balls and a painted fastball. Huge out for Texas and Blake Wellman.
Huge out. One more to go. See where Tress is going to set up. Outer half. This ball has good angle. Good depth on it right there on the outside corner.
Victor Garcia Jr. will step in. Boy, there's times in the game when you need a strikeout. Texas needed one there. 4 pitches, all 4 in the zone.
All 4 quality pitches. Quality meaning good location, good break on the off-speed pitch.
Garcia 1 for 4 on the season with the bases loaded. Wellman filling up the strike zone, and it's 0-2 again. This is a turning point of the game right now. If Wellman can find a way to get an out, it's a huge job coming out of the bullpen. The 0-2. Off of the fist, down the left field line. It's a fair ball. 2 runs will score. And it's a 2-0 Vaqueros lead.
Tress wanted this ball up. Just thrown right down the middle. Garcia Jr. did a good job of fighting it off, keeping it fair, just inside that line. Left field line, 2 RBIs.
So UT-Rio Grande Valley jumps out to a 2-0 lead. As Jacob Huckabee will step in. He walked his first time up against Mays. Fouls this ball away. Huckabee's on a tear right now too. He's 4 for 7. Doubled and drove in 3 runs in his last 2 ball games. Free passes. No defense for it. The 0-1. Lined into right center. 3-0. On his way to third is Garcia. 5th hit of the ball game for the Vaqueros.
He's just putting the ball in play. Runners in scoring position. You've got 2 strikes on Garcia Jr. the hitter before. He puts the ball in play, and right here, not too much, just a nice, easy swing.
Isaac Gonzalez will step in. He singled his first time up. '18th plate appearance in the ball game for the Vaqueros in the first 3 innings. They've out-hit Texas 5-0 and lead here 3-0. On the ground. Boswell has it. Underhands to Gerwitz, and that ends the inning, but not before the damage done by the Vaqueros. They come up with 3 runs. They do it on 3 hits and lead 3-0. Game Pen with legendary coach Augie Garrido returns Wednesday night, 8 Central on LHN. Catch all things Texas baseball as Coach talks strategy and provides insights on the 2016 Texas Longhorns. On Game Plan with Augie Garrido, Wednesday, 8 Central on LHN. Coach Garrido's going to have to get something going offensively here. Texas does not have a base hit, Zeke, to this point of the ball game.
Base runners, a couple walks by Jackson.
Tyler Rand will lead it off, then back to the top of the order. Jackson has been able to use that pitch right there. That's been a good pitch for him, being able to throw it for a strike on a regular basis. That little bit of slider that he has. Rand, the freshman from Cypress, steps back in. Downstairs, and it's 1-1. Much different to pitch when you go to the mound in the third with a 3-run lead than it was in a 0-0 game.
We've seen it happen on Tuesdays this year.
Underneath that fastball, and it's 2-1.
Teams with the lead, the pitcher gets more comfortable, gets more confident. Now you can afford to make a little mistake here and there. So far, Jackson, just the 2 walks, Texas unable to get a hit.
Fastball catches the corner. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley has played 33 times here at Dish Falk Field. They have never earned a victory. They lead here 3-0.
They played some close games. I believe last year Texas had to come back and win that game.
The payoff to Rand. Downstairs and a leadoff walk. Third walk issued by Ryan Jackson. Texas has not been able to take advantage of it. Back to the top of the order. Travis Jones walked, stole a base his first time up. That is a season high for Ryan Jackson.
He only had 6 coming in.
He's walked
He's got half total.
that many tonight. Rand definitely a threat to run. He's got outstanding speed. 7 for 7 in the stolen base department. Long pause here by Jackson. Now set. There goes the runner. Throw to second. Not in time. 8 for 8 is Tyler Rand.
Tyler doesn't get over-exaggerated leads. He reads the pitchers well and gets good jumps. Plus, he's real fast.
Real quick.
Gets a quick step.
Pitch was a strike to Jones. So Travis steps in 0-1.
Good time for their first hit. Get a hit, get on the board, respond to the Vaqueros.
Breaking ball right at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-2 to Travis Jones. Nice job behind the plate.
Yeah, very good job by Oaks right there, smothering that slider in the dirt.
'40th pitch of the ball game for Jackson coming. Gonzalez has really played in behind the runners for Texas at second base, and that's a huge gap on the left-hand side of the infield. A ground ball to straightaway shortstop.
Push a bunt over there.
Yeah,
Must be something.
Got away with it to this point.
Both sides. Criasso's also up the middle as well.
Got him with a breaking ball. Third strikeout for Jackson. As Cody Clements comes to the plate.
The breaking ball just out of the zone. I'm sure Travis maybe trying to get him over right there, but somehow needed some contact. Try to get Rand to third base, unable to do it.
Cody popped up his first time up. So 0 for 1 as he steps in. Texas 0 for 3 now with runners in scoring position in the ball game. Looking for their first hit as a team. Fastball catches part of the plate and evens the count. There is absolutely no breeze here tonight.
It's been still most of the day here at UFCU Dish Falk Field.
Ball hit well into left center.
It's in the gap.
It's in the gap. This is going to score the first run. Rand comes to the plate. Clements to second. It's a 3-1 ball game.
That ball hit well by Cody. Way out there in the gap. Good timing. Up a little bit. But Casey hits that good. Gets Texas on the board not only with a run, but their first hit.
Eighth triple of the year for Cody Clements. Eighth double, excuse me.
Go one.
As Barrera steps in. Barrera saw 3 breaking balls his first time up. Fastball out of the zone there.
Imagine you'd see another one
Yes.
right here. Tried to switch him up with the first one, see if he'd swing at the high one. Did not do it. Away with it.
Good hitters count. Looking for the ball up right here. Barrera leads Texas with 24 RBIs. Looking for something you can drive right now. Saw it up and started the bat forward too quickly. Santana Barrera, that's his brother, signed a letter of intent to play at University of Texas Rio Grande Valley back in November. He'll be a vaquero in 2017.
Congratulations to the Barrera family. Got a lot of baseball going on. I already have it right now with Santana playing high school ball. And Tres here. Manny Mantrana going down there, pulling out Santana. And come on down here to the valley.
Pitching coach on his way out to the mound. That's another interesting story. He came to camp
Here?
University of Texas. Yes, he did. And Augie Garrido's first season, 1997, Brian Nelson. And we got a photo of his appearance here at the Texas baseball camp.
Now the pitching coach for the Vaqueros.
In there for a strike, and the count evens to Barrera. He's going to get 2 breaking balls here. Can you lay off of it or make an adjustment to it? See what happens. There's no way as a hitter I would be sitting in there looking for anything any different. I just don't think you're going to get a fastball in this count.
Coyasso again, second baseman, played right up the middle.
Break a ball. Gets away. Throw to first in time. 4th strikeout of the ball game for Ryan Jackson.
Again, going out of the zone, a Texas hitter. Breaking ball down. Not a strike.
Casey Clements popped up his first time up, the runner in scoring position. His second at bat, second time he's got an opportunity to drive in a run. He's been on a tear in the month of April. Straight change.
Another lefty, another first pitch changeup.
Big gap again. We've talked about it on the left-hand side of the infield.
Oh, come on, outside, Blue.
And quickly it's 0-2.
Since his pitching coach went out there, he's just been pumping strikes.
That was a tough pitch to hit right there. 50 pitches in the ball game now for Jackson. Fastball hit down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not.
That ball had distance. That ball went out of the park, but just foul. Wow. Not much room there between the foul pole and the wall. The padding. Ball had home run distance. Went over that Big 12 emblem.
It'll remain 0-2 to Clemens. Like that approach, though. Jackson does not have enough velocity to throw it by you inside, so look away and react in. Try the backdoor breaking ball.
The only pitch he can really throw in is that slider. You're right. I would just look away. Make it be up.
Cody at second. 3-1 ball game. 1 hit on the day. His double drove in Tyler Rand. On the ground, right side. Bobble. Throw across the diamond. In time, though, as Gonzalez comes back, makes the play after bottling it. But Cody Clemens gets Texas on the board with an opposite field RBI double. A third of the game in the books. Texas trails here 3-1. Third of the ball game in the books here. Texas trails 3-1. Blake Wellman out for his first full inning of work. He came on in relief of Connor Mays in that 3-run third inning. Breaking ball stays downstairs. All 3 runs were charged to Connor Mays, and 2 1/3 innings of work. Jose Garcia in the top of the order. He's been hit by a pitch and struck out. Pops this ball up out towards center. Coming on is Rand, makes the play for the first out of the inning.
Jose going down the zone to try to get to that one. Good pitch by Blake Wellman.
Wellman throwing out of the stretch all the time. Scott Mercer steps in. He's into a double play and struck out. So he's 0 for 2. First pitch in there for a strike. Count evens. There's some travel in the Western Athletic Conference, the WAC.
You think?
The western half of the United States. Ball lined back up the middle. He went down and got that ball. That ball was down in the zone. Base hit to center.
This ball looked like it was going to hit the dirt.
Collazo comes to the plate, but he made an outstanding play to take a base hit away from Joe Baker.
Full extension, full dive. Played perfectly.
He has walked twice, scored the first run of the ball game. As he steps in here, Mercer at first. Upstairs for ball one.
Long look. Manny Montana coaches third for the Vaqueros.
We saw hit and run in the first. It ended in a double play. Mercer just falls back to the bag. Mercer's got decent speed. He's 7 out of 8 in the stolen base department. Again, the Vaqueros will run. They will be aggressive on the base pass. Good hitter's pitch coming here at 2-0. Skip Johnson. This is a quick visit. Nobody warming up. This is more maybe a mechanical thing he's seeing, or Wellman doing something different. You know, if you spot that, it's good to go correct it. As a catcher, if I saw something, I would immediately go out. But maybe Skip saw something right there.
I've seen something, but also Blake made a good pitch. He got the first out on the fastball down. They made a real good fastball. I mean, Scott Mercer hit that ball, was almost on the ground. And since then, it's kind of put in the back of Blake Wellman's mind. If they can hit one on the ground, they can hit one over the plate. I got to be careful right here. You don't have to be too fine.
Obviously, Skip knows a little bit about University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Played his college ball there. Collazo steps back in. Pulled foul out of play. They've got a car that everybody's getting the opportunity to look at down the left field line, and that was close to having a windshield gone. And missed it by a foot.
Wouldn't be good. You think since they're technically a new university that the records would be over? They're 0-0 against UT-Rio Grande Valley?
Well, I would think if I was 0-33, the last 33 trips I'd made to UFC Dish Falk Field, that I would probably say this is a new season. And
we're 0-0.
We're 0-0. Where he also steps back in, the 2-1. Downstairs, and it's 3-1. Look for the runner to go here.
We also, over 117 at bats, only 5 strikeouts, so he does put the ball in play.
Not a big lead from Mercer. He is running. Pull foul. 3-1, 3-2. With one out, I'm running every time. You got to expect the hitter to put it in play.
Yeah, with only 6 strikeouts all year. 5, actually.
Chance for a strike him out, throw him out. If you can make a good pitch here. If you're Texas, pressure on the defense, you have to hold your position. There goes the runner. On the ground. Into left for a base hit. So back-to-back knocks. Carrolls have something working here.
Pitch over the plate with some good sink on it. Collazo just beats it in the ground. Just past a diving Cody Clemens off his glove, actually. Runner going, unable to make it to third, though, so runner still at first and second.
Man of the match steps in, though, for the Vaqueros. Cole Loncar. It's singled to right, and doubled, and scored. So he's 2 for 2. With a run scored as he steps in here.
Both the pitches he's hit have been up and out over the plate. Blake Wellman has good sink on his ball.
Hit him with a breaking ball. They have him loaded again.
Breaking ball stays up. Just turns away from it.
It's always great to watch people's faces. Loncar's looking here, and you see, oh, he's saying, oh, right there. He sees it coming. As he's awarded first base.
Bo Ridgway getting loose quick. Skip Johnson already with one visit to the mound. If he goes back out again this inning, you have to take Wellman out.
Corey Davis steps in. He walked and scored his last time up. Off the end of the bat, Clements only played a first. Coming in to score is Mercer, and it's a 4-1 UT-Rio Grande Valley lead.
Ball not hit hard at all. As you said, a little squibber off the end of the bat, kind of out there in no man's land too. Zane's playing double play depth. Casey gets to it.
It's a nice job by Wellman to be alert to cover first base, so sometimes that doesn't happen.
He turned and got a late break, but since it was the squibber, the hitter was like off balance, so he didn't get out of the box very good. Blake was able to get over there.
Oaks steps in. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Good pitch there for strike one. The 0-1 on the ground. This should do it. Clements to Clements, ends the inning. But the Vaqueros get on the board again and take away with a 4-1 lead.
I'm Lo Galindo.
Tuesdays have been a struggle. The last 2 seasons, 9-7. The previous 5 before that, Greg, 42-7. They're 3-4 this year on Tuesdays are the Texas Longhorns.
I think that's about putting too much pressure on ourselves with Tuesdays. When you go into a Tuesday feeling like you have to win and putting those expectation levels saying, well, not only do we have to win, we have to trump this team because it's what's expected of us, you can try to do too much of the play. You can try to overcompete on the mound. You can lead to mental mistakes that otherwise wouldn't normally happen.
You just got to come out with more intensity, I feel. Come out like it's a weekend game and play every inning like it's weekend baseball, like conference baseball, you know.
We come back here, bottom of the 4th, trailing 4-1. It will be the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due for Texas trying to get it going here. Trailing 4-1. They've been out hit 7-1 and trail here 4-1.
Do you have to win? You don't have to win. You have to
There's
play.
no guarantees.
You have to try to play well. You have to compete.
Breaking ball, Baker over the top of it. He lined out. A great play by Coriaso. His first time up. Popped up to center. Loncar under for the first out of the inning.
I just want to go back to that. It's really bugging me right now. You have to, if you're going to think like that, you have to change your mindset.
You do.
That's what you have to do.
It's back competition. Go compete. As Mathis steps in, hits a bullet right at Gonzalez for the second out of the inning. You can't hit a ball any harder than that right there.
Right on the money, but right to the shortstop.
You can see Gonzalez looking at his hand. Wow,
It's stinging.
You catch that one in the palm, you'll feel it. Zane Gerwitz steps in. Gerwitz out on a check swing. His first time up. He's done a nice job swinging the bat over the last month. Raised his average. Started the ball game up over 290. Breaking ball there for a strike, and the count evens. Manny Mantrano, the head coach, would love to get 5 out of Jackson. I guarantee you that's his thought right now. Can I get him through the 5th? Now he's cruising underneath that one. Good baseball man. Played his college baseball at LSU. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
I'll tell you what, he's going to ride this young man on the mound as long as he can. He can throwing up 1 hit and 1 run.
Breaking ball popped up, back out of play. Friday night, Zane Gerwitz got Texas on the board in first inning of game 2. 3-run shot. That set the tone for an 8-6 Texas victory. The 2-2. Fastball, look out. Into the seats. See the numbers from Zane Gerwitz. And that's since moving in basically those last 11 ball games since he moved into second base.
He plays a very good second base as well.
Only 1 miscue. Breaking ball, chop foul. Good at bat going on here. Big weekend ahead for this Texas Longhorn baseball team. They travel to the South Plains, to the hub city, take on the first place team, the Red Raiders. 11-1 in the first half.
Red
Big
hot,
12.
Red Raiders.
They are red hot. But it's out in front of you. Texas can do on the road this weekend in Lubbock. Up the middle, base hit, good at bat, Zane Gerwitz.
Outstanding at bat by Zane Gerwitz, fouling off some tough pitches, getting one he doesn't try to do too much with, takes it right up the middle.
Zane's only 1 for 4 in the stolen base department, but I would think that he would be a threat to go here. Stay aggressive offensively as Boswell steps in. He struck out his only plate appearance of the night. Jackson's thinking right along with me. Better throw over here a couple of times and try to keep Gerwitz close.
You put enough people in scoring position, eventually you're going to score more runs. They've had a few tonight and got 1 out of it.
Not going, first pitch in there for a strike. Texas has had a base runner in every inning that they have hit in the ball game here in the 4th. First, second, third, now the 4th. They've had a runner on. Boswell steps back in. Pitch out coming. Wasn't far enough out, and Boswell put a charge into it, drives it back against the wall. Gerwitz on his way to the plate. He will score. On his way to third is Boswell. The throw to third, not in time. RBI triple, Brett Boswell. You don't see that very often on a pitch out.
Pitcher Jackson did not get that ball out there. You can see the catcher, Austin Oak, come up out of his crouch to go get it. Ryan Jackson just threw a nice little cookie out there on the outer half of the plate. Boswell with a triple and an RBI.
So Texas answers the run in the top of the frame with one of their own here in the 4th. It's a 4-2 ball game. I think he had a chance to being out, but ball came out of the glove. Rand pops this ball back up, back out of play. Texas now with 3 hits, 2 of the 3 hits for extra bases.
I guess you can say Texas caught a break.
Absolutely.
possibly throwing Zane Gurwitz out at second to end the inning. Now they got a runner on third and a run in.
Go 6.
The 0-1. Count evens.
Base hit here. You say 6.
Good breaking ball, and it's 1-2. Anytime you try to get a pitch at, you got to get this ball up and out of the zone, and he just didn't do it. Could have been catcher's interference, because as a catcher, I'm coming to get it. My job is to get outside and come get the ball and cut the distance down. The 1-2. Way outside. He gets away. Here comes Boswell to the plate. It's a 4-3 ball game. Greg, this all happened with 2 outs and nobody on.
Slider from Jackson. Oaks unable to get his glove on it. Just off the tip. Boswell scores and take you back to the at bat by Gurwitz. Zane getting
great
on
at bat.
base.
70 pitch of the ball game coming in front now. Rand fouls it back.
Keep it going.
Got a piece of it. So the hit batter brings back the top of the order, and Travis Jones.
Tyler, you see right here, watch his hands. He's gonna get that hand out of the way. The one that was hit earlier this season. Turns away from him and gets his hands out.
Wearing that elbow pad. Make sure you turn that elbow pad to the ball. Threat to run is Rand. Throw over is Jackson. To Davis. Stolen base. And a walk for Jones tonight. There goes Rand. Easily into second base for his second bag of the night. Tying run now in scoring position for Texas.
Oaks unable to get a throw right there. Take a look at him come up. Tyler's halfway there, just didn't get a handle on the ball.
Breaking ball, good pitch. Count evens. Offense finally getting in motion for Texas.
All right, here you go. 1-1, 1-1. Get you one here. Go, TJ.
Good fastball. Same location. Two-seamer.
Perfect location. Just threw the breaking ball right there. Came back. That one looked like it tried to come back. Comebacker from Jackson.
The 1-2. Nice job of keeping that by Oaks in front of him. Catchers are the hardest working men in show business, so to speak.
Glad I was left-handed.
2-2 to Jones. Jackson set. Laid off of that one. That's tough to do, and it's a full count. third time around for Texas. Outside ball 4. Jackson had 6 walks total, Craig, as you mentioned, when he started the ball game. It's a career high. He has 5 total tonight.
It's unbelievable.
Cody Clements got Texas on the board his last time up with an opposite field RBI double. Speed misses outside. Starting to get some activity. The Vaqueros bullpen. Oaks on his way out. This is to allow the bullpen to get some extra time. Maybe give Jackson a chance to take a breather. This will be his 80th pitch coming, his next one.
He's now had catcher run down there. A couple of pitchers were already down there. Now someone, a Vaquero is grabbing a ball and playing some light toss.
Zach Martinez starting to throw. The 1-0 to Cody. Big hack came up empty. Jackson set. Foul back out of play. And it's 1-2. You can see though that's not many appearances in the last 7 ball games. That's getting some length out of your starters
right there.
The 1-2 on the ground. Davis has it to the bag and the inning over, but not before damage done by Texas as Gerwitz singles to center. Boswell triples to drive in Gerwitz, and then Boswell scores on the pass ball. It's a 4-3 ball game. Augie Garrido when we come back. 4-3 ball game as we go to the top of the 5th and get that opportunity to go down and visit with head coach Augie Garrido down in the Texas dugout. And coach, when you look at Connor, let's just talk a little bit. We talk about hitting and confidence. I think sometimes pitching and confidence has a lot to do with it as well.
Absolutely. It all the one-on-one skills require confidence, and it's about the mentality that allows you to be confident. And when you lose that, you know, confidence is your best friend, and you can't throw strikes, and you can't hit the ball, and you can't field it. Doesn't matter who it is. When you lose your confidence, you lose your best friend in this game.
Coach, and hitting the ball not much in the first couple, but that inning better at bats and got some runs on the board.
Yeah, better at bats and crucial runs across the plate. You know, we've hit a couple of balls really hard right at people to limit the offense. They didn't walk anybody until that inning. They gave us some free bases, and that all figured into it.
Thanks for taking the time, Coach.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
We visit with head coach Augie Garrido on the top of the 5th and every home game, and it's always great to talk to him. And boy, confidence for me is such a huge thing, and you can tell Connor just not quite as confident as he was as Bo Ridgway, the freshman, comes into the game.
Bo making his 15th appearance. He's been pitching well as of late. Like I said, last Tuesday came in that bases loaded situation, got the double play to get out of the inning. Last appeared the first game Friday against Kansas, game 1.
Victor Garcia Jr. steps in. He's got the big blow of the ball game, the 2-run single in the 3rd inning for the Vaqueros. Fouls this ball back, and it's 2-1.
See the run right there from Ridgeway. Not really where you want it up. Did have good run on it away out of the zone.
The 2-2. Hit pretty well to center. Rand has a beat on it though. Over. Puts it away for the first out of the inning. Different guys now in the bullpen. I would think that we would probably see a mix the rest of the way. I don't think you'll have anybody that'll have a long appearance. I would think 30, 35 pitches would be at the end of the max, and you can see the ERA for Texas on the season up nearly a full point, a full run. A lot of that has to do with the youth that's coming out of the bullpen, Greg.
Yeah, it is. Travis Duke down in that bullpen. Really the one with the most experience. You do have John Malman. Josh Sawyer was down there early in the season, but the rest of them haven't pitched much at this level. A lot of inexperience, but they've been getting in some ball games.
Just misses right there, and it's 1-2. So Huckabee.
Hardest thing to do is to keep a bullpen fresh. Get them the innings they need, the pitches they need.
Huckabee 5 for his last 8 plate appearances. Pops this ball up. Barrera back to the screen. Makes the play right up against the screen for the second out of the inning.
Just did a good job of finding this ball. The twilight and ball behind you. Right up against the screen.
Find the baseball and let it come back to you. 9th hitter in the order. Gonzalez steps in. He's 1 for 2. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. Singled in the second, did Gonzalez, and ended the 3-run third with a ground out. One and one. Sophomore from Surprise, Arizona. There has not been a 1-2-3 inning in the ball game by either club. That ball downstairs, and it's 3-1.
Gonna go right here, right down the middle.
On the ground, cut off by Clements. Throw in time, and 1-2-3. Go the Vaqueros here in the top of the 4th. We'll have their head coach with us when we come back. Welcome back, bottom of the 5th inning. University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley leads Texas 4-3. We get an opportunity to go down into the dugout and visit with their 8th-year head coach, Manny Matrata. Coach Manny, talk to us about the transition. I mean, obviously the schools have combined, it changed colors, your uniforms look different. Talk to us about this whole transition that's taking place with your university.
Yes, there's been a lot of changes. They're basically UTPA and UTB, the 2 universities that used to be had to be abolished so that we can create a new university, being UT Rio Grande Valley with a medical school. So a lot of changes are going on.
Hey, Coach, 7 hits and 4 runs. Everybody's doing the job. Tell us, what does Joseph Collazo mean to this ball club?
Well, you know what? He's been one of our more consistent hitters the entire year. Him and Garcia at the top will really get us going. And so far, offensively, we've done a good job. We got to do a little bit better job of hitting our spots with our pitches and playing good defense.
Thanks, Coach, so much for taking the time, and good luck to you and your team the rest of the season.
Anytime, guys. Thank you very much.
It's great to visit with Manny. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, Texas trails here 4-3. Young man from Mission, Texas. Player of the year in the Rio Grande Valley as a senior. As he steps in, Jackson's first pitch, rip foul. Look out. See people starting to.
There's 3 young men.
Yes, move around right there. I
think they heard it go by them.
Yes, they did. The 0-1. Breaking ball downstairs. We're 0 for 2 in this one. It's a backup breaking ball there. See, sometimes you get underneath it, Greg, and you know that. You get underneath it, and the ball actually, instead of breaking away from the right hander, will almost move into him.
Back in.
The 2-1.
Another one.
Count evens.
When you're pitching, you throw those pitches right there for effect. That's exactly what you want Tres Barrera to do. Typically, you'll go right back away with something slow right here.
Yep. And spinning more than likely. The 2-2. Didn't get it away. Left it in the middle of the plate and got away with it.
So last inning we saw Jackson and Oaks and the rest of the team, they would look in the dugout for the sign. This inning, with no one on, Oaks is given the signs from behind home plate.
Breaking ball ripped into the corner. This is going to go for extra bases. Barrera rounds first, on his way to second with a sliding double.
Jackson wants this ball away. It's on the outer half, but not far enough. Gets down that corner. The left fielder Jose Garcia was playing no doubles back there. He was real deep, but this ball gets down the line enough for Tres to get a double.
Get him over, get him in. If you're the Longhorns here, Casey Clemens steps in. He's 0 for 2 in this one. 11th double of the year for the Longhorn junior. As Casey steps in. You're thinking pull here as a left-handed hitter. You want to hit the ball to the right side.
And ground ball to first baseman or second baseman right here.
90th pitch of the ball game for Ryan Jackson. Inside step move, nobody there to cover.
Now with runners on, they get the signs from the bench. Well, they got that sign right there to do the inside turn.
Hit pretty well to center. I don't know if it's deep enough, and it is not deep enough for Barrera to advance for the first out of the inning. Texas 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. And they've had an opportunity in every frame to drive a run in. Joe Baker Lined out his first time up, flied to center. So Joe 0 for 2 as he steps in.
Go, Baker. Say 12.
Breaking ball has been a steady diet to the right-handed hitters of that slider.
Righties like to come up there hacking. I know Joe Baker will go up there hacking. Located good. Not a bad pitch. We'll get another visit, though.
This time from the head coach.
He's going to go get him.
He's going to make a move. Ryan Jackson did a nice job, though, Greg. He really kept his team in the game. He only allowed 4 base hits. Now, his command wasn't as good tonight, but, you know, sometimes that is pitching in this environment, this situation. He only had 6 walks on the season coming in. He walked 5 here tonight.
6 walks in over 34 innings for that young man. Frustrated. Pitch count got up there. Pitch count got up tonight. That's why Manny Mantrana taking the young man out. Could be getting tired, but the 4 walks is a season high for Ryan Jackson.
Well, Jackson's night is over, and when you look for what this ball game is really boiled down to the fact is there's been a lot of base runners and nobody able to get a lot of base hits with runners in scoring position. We just haven't seen it by either club in the ball game.
We haven't seen runners. Texas didn't get a runner to score until last inning. They got them in scoring position, but just couldn't get the hits when they needed them. Both teams now into the bullpen. Rio Grande Valley going to their bullpen right here. Texas bullpen's done a good job keeping the Vaqueros off the board since they scored the 4 runs, and Texas fighting back into it now.
Well, they're getting back into the game now. The difference in these 2 teams, Texas does use their bullpen a lot. The Vaqueros, you know, this is only their 6th appearance in the last 8 games. Yeah. So their starting pitching has done everything for them.
Yeah, they get good starting pitching on the weekends. I think they got more than they expected out of Ryan Jackson tonight.
Eddie Delgado comes into the game. He's the new pitcher, making his 7th appearance, Greg. He's given up a lot of hits, doesn't walk many folks, but he comes on into the game.
A strike thrower. What you're wanting right now, you got to be ready, got to be able to throw strikes coming in and out of the bullpen, especially with runners in scoring position. Right now, the 1-run lead in jeopardy. Texas has an opportunity to tie this game up.
Early in the ball game, Joe Baker came to the plate. Just gets a base hit taken away from him.
You can't hit it any better. And right up the middle, you expect it to be a base hit. Good reactions and good placement by Collazo. Right up the middle, dove and made a great catch and took a hit away.
Texas has really struggled with runners in scoring position on Tuesday nights. They are 3 for their last 26. That includes tonight. And their last 4 Tuesday night games, they've dropped the first 3 of the 4, and they trail here. Baker squares to bunt. Breaking ball almost hits him. And it's 2-0. Delgado set. Back to the box this time. This will get into center. Barrera's being held by Tommy Nicholson at 3rd. Runners will be at 1st and 3rd. Still just 1 out.
Joe Baker testing up the middle again. This one a little more left.
Loncar did a nice job of attacking, and you can do that as an outfielder, and a nice job by Barrera to anticipate that he was going to score. But young players, if you're an outfielder, if you charge hard and get to the ball quickly, it forces the coach, hey, if you've got the ball before my runner gets to 3rd or is at 3rd, you got to hold him, and that's exactly what Loncar did right there. Patrick Mathis steps in now. Runners at first and third. Texas looking for their first lead of the night. Fouls this ball back out of play. Walk and a stolen base. And he hit a ball right on the button at Gonzalez at short. Good overhand curveball, and it's quickly 0-2. That's a good old-fashioned downer there.
Drop straight down. Patrick right here. You see the bite on this thing. Patrick right here looking for a pitch he can get elevated. Get something in the outfield. Try to get Tress home from third.
He's got good speed. He's tough to double up. Like to get it into the outfield. Oh-2. Gets away. Back to the screen. Barrera comes in. The game is tied.
Fastball. Fastball just gets by Oaks. Yeah, he missed the spot by a little bit, but a ball that should have been caught.
He was anticipating that ball to be outside, and it was up and in. And couldn't get back to it. That's hard to get back to. He was lucky he got a glove on it.
Save the umpire.
So the ball game tied. Nice job there knocking it down, but he can't find it. And Baker does a nice job of anticipation and moves up 90 feet.
Joe Baker caught a break again. This ball just in the dirt, and Oaks not able to get the handle on the ball. If he gets the handle, Joe's dead to rights right here. Joe read it right there in the dirt. If he picks it up immediately, we got to play at third, but could not find it.
Infield up. Trying to cut the run off at the plate. Breaking ball. Boy, he was fortunate right there. That caught him in the bare hand nearly. The count goes full. Oaks getting a workout here in this frame.
Texas' last two ball games are taking advantage of the wild pitch and pass ball. I know of 5 they've been able to score that way.
Texas has scored in their last 3 innings. 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, and now 1 here in the 5th, and trying to take the lead. Go ahead run 90 feet away, 1 out. Downstairs, and this gets away. Coming in to score is Baker, and Texas takes the lead.
The ball in the dirt. Oaks doesn't recognize, tries to backhand it as well as he could. Gets away from him, and Baker comes in.
Mathis has already stole a base. Look for him to run here. Zane Gerwitz steps in. Gerwitz got it started with 2 outs in the 4th when he singled to center. So he's 1 for 2 with a run scored.
A lot of off speed from Delgado.
Keep it going.
Hit crisply on the ground, but for an out. And the double play. 4-6-3. Had to hit it hard to get a double play right there, and Gerwitz drowns into the double play, but not before Texas puts 2 on the board. But a nice turn by the Vaqueros, and out of the inning. Texas softball team hosts conference foe Oklahoma State this weekend for a 3-game set beginning on Friday at 6, then Saturday at 1, and Sunday the series concludes at noon. See if the Horns can pull out a Big 12 win Texas softball all weekend long right here on LHN. Texas with their first lead of the ball game. Bo Ridgway out for his second full inning of work, in line maybe now for the victories. After Texas takes a lead, if they can throw some outs up here. 4-7-0 for University of Texas Rio Grande Valley, and 5-5-0 production from Texas. 5 hits and 5 runs in the ball game. As Garcia in the top of the order steps in. Chopped out to Boswell. Bobbles. Throw to first, not in time. In between hop for Brett Boswell. He just had one of those hops where he was coming after. Caught it in between hop. Comes up on him right there. Garcia really does get down the line in a hurry. First miscue of the game by either club.
Routine. Brett let that ball play him.
That brings Scott Mercer to the plate. He is 1 for 3 and a run scored in the ball game. Garcia's a threat to go at any time. He's 12 out of 13 in the stolen base department. Mercer squares to bunt, bunts it out in front of the plate. Only play to first. Sacrifice goes 2-3.
Manny Montrana trying to get that run back. It's a runner in scoring position for his 3, 4, and 5 hitters coming up.
Joseph Coyazo steps in. He has not been retired tonight. He walked in the first, walked and scored in the third, and singled and was stranded at third. So he is 1 for 1, reached base in all 3 plate appearances. Upstairs for ball 1.
Texas again with more action in the pen.
Yeah. Coriaso and Loncar, both these guys, good hitters. You can just see their actions. They take good at bats. I like what both of them do when they get 2 strikes. They're up on the bat. They're not thinking pull. They're thinking about putting the barrel on the ball.
Might be thinking one thing right here. Good hitters count.
Breaking ball catches the inside corner, and it's 2-1.
Eric Dunbar back at it down there.
Inside step, just to see if Garcia is giving anything away.
Would not think with 3 and 4 hitters coming up that he would be going anywhere.
Ripped foul. But it did the job, as you said earlier. You throw that pitch for the hitter, think one thing. If he hits it, he's got to hit it foul.
You got to get it in there. You want them to do that, you speed their bat up.
Coyazo steps back in, up on the bat a little bit now. The 2-2. Took it, strike 3 called, something he does not do very often. That's an excellent pitch right there and a big strikeout.
6th strikeout of the year for Coyazo. And look at this pitch. Starts out away and tails back over the outside corner. Perfect pitch for Bo Ridgway to a very good hitter.
Loncar steps in. He has not been retired tonight. He has singled to right, doubled to right center, and scored, and been hit by a pitch. Good breaking ball there. Took something off of it. count evens.
It was a good idea by Tress behind that plate. He just hung one, just didn't throw it for a strike, to come right back to it to keep the feel.
Vaqueros have been good, Greg, with 2 outs. They're 4 for 9 as a team tonight. That's the way you score runs, when you're getting hits with 2 outs. Garcia back in safely. One and two.
Loncar on his first at bat got 2 strikes and then took that pitch to right field for a single. Got to be real careful with the location of this pitch.
Closed stance, holds his hands up high, up on the bat now. Thinking that same way again. Mathis runs out of real estate. We'll do it again at 1 and 2. When a guy has this type of approach, Greg, as a pitcher and an ex-catcher, I'm hoping you're thinking like, man, I got to pitch him in.
You want to keep him honest.
Yeah.
You don't have to stay in there. You just want to throw one in, and like Collazo hit the one down the line hard. You want to, if he does pull the ball that way, then you can go back away.
1-2. Didn't get the call.
That one a little further out.
Yeah. And the count evens. But a nice job by the freshman right there to hit his spot. On the ground. Clements has it. Throw in time. Ridgway pitches around and leadoff error. And Texas maintains the lead 5-4. Bottom of the 6th inning. I'll give you where we got here. As Rio Grande Valley has been good with 2 outs, no question. Victor Garcia's 2-run single in the 3rd separated the game, but Texas finally got their offense going. They're 4 for 9 as of late, and Greg, it's been a theme over the last 4 or 5 ball games. Texas finding ways to score without getting a base hit on the wild pitch of the pass ball from 3rd base.
We saw Saturday against Kansas. The weather might have played a little bit with that one, scoring a few. Tonight, hit 3 more. Many ways to get someone in, and you'll take them.
8-9-1 due for Texas. They bat for the first time with the lead to start an inning. As Boswell has a big blow in the ball game, RBI triple his last time up.
On an intended pitch out.
It was supposed to be a pitch out. Delgado's next pitch off speed in there for a strike. 1-1 to Brett. He'll be followed by Tyler Rand, then back to the top of the order. Breaking ball chopped on the ground. It's just foul. See the triple right here, Greg, and what we're talking about. They were supposed to be a pitch out. Watch the catcher stand up, trying to get outside, and the ball just wasn't far enough out.
It might have been a strike right on the plate. Left up perfect spot for Boswell.
Oates probably thought, what is that? But it goes as an RBI triple. The 1-2. Just fouls it off. Keeps the at-bat alive.
Come on, Brett.
The Bobcats of Texas State. Our next broadcast here on LHN, Longhorn Baseball, next Tuesday night. That's a 6 o'clock start. As Ty Harrington's ball club will come to town. We'll have it for you right here on LHN. The 1-2. Fastball upstairs. First time we've really seen Delgado cut one loose.
He didn't throw many fastballs. A lot of off speed.
Went around the plate and the count's full. Sophomore from Rockwall. Redshirt sophomore. Ball hit pretty well into the gap in right center. Looking up his long car, he can't come up with it. Boswell, second extra base hit of the night, leadoff double.
This ball gets up in the air, out there in a hurry. Loncourt looked like he was starting to get a beat on it. Kept carrying. He was right on it. But landed behind him. Leadoff double.
Rand will step in. He has walked, stole a base, and scored. Been hit by a pitch, stole a base, and was stranded at second. Would think this might be a bunt situation for Rand. Texas has had a runner in scoring position in every at bat in the ball game. Breaking ball. This is downstairs for ball one. Keep giving yourself opportunities. At some point, you're going to put a bunch of runs on the board. Upstairs, and it's 2-0.
See if Texas keeps the bunt on here. Let's Tyler take a hack at it. 2-0. It's going to bunt.
It's going to be a tough play. Delgado gets to it. Never going to get the speedy Rand down the line. Excellent bunt. Bunt base hit. Puts runners at first and third.
It's placed out there perfectly. Not too far in front of the plate, but the ball dies. The ball's deadened right there. Once a pitcher or catcher has to run that far out to get the ball and the speed of Rand, he's going to make it easily.
So back to the top of the order, trying to get some separation are the Longhorns now. Travis Jones has walked, stole a base, struck out and walked, so he is 0 for 1. RBI situation here for Travis Jones. Safety squeeze. Davis does a nice job to get Jones. RBI, sacrifice Travis Jones. It's a 6-4 ball game.
Executed perfectly. Run it hard up the line.
Davis did a nice job to get an out right there because Jones has got excellent speed.
It got to it just in time. Only play he had was to tag Travis.
Cody 1 for 3 as he steps in. RBI double in the third.
For Cody.
Knocked down by Delgado. He has Rand held up. Does he get him? Yes, he does. David Wiley got him. How about knocking it down and then having the presence of mind to forget the glove? Let me get the ball.
Smartest move for Tyler would have been getting a run down there, because if he goes over to play in the rundown, the pitcher Delgado, he's not going to have a glove to catch the ball. Yeah, very alertly. Nice stop. If he doesn't stop it, possibly a base hit. Makes a good play.
So Jones at first as Barrera steps in. Texas has scored in their last 4 at-bats now. 1 in the 3rd, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, and now 1 here in the 6th to take the lead.
Go, Trust.
Cody Clements at first. Ball gets away. Cody down to second. Into scoring position now.
Could have been a cross-up. Usually when a catcher immediately runs out there to talk to his pitcher. Pitcher threw the wrong pitch. He gives him a pat on the back.
That's a helpless feeling as a catcher.
I guess he did good.
Even worse than that is when you put down a sign and get ready to get it. So what did I call?
What did I just call?
Cody with his lead from second. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Tress doubled down the left field line his last time up. 1 for 3 on the night. Pops it up. Out to right. Huckabee under, puts it away, and that ends the inning. 2/3 of the game in the books, but Texas gets on the board. Lead off. Double, second extra base hit of the night for Brent Boswell, and Texas leads here 6-4. Two-thirds of the ball game in the books. Texas now with a 6-4 lead, and they go to the bullpen again, Greg. And they get the big freshman right-hander from Las Vegas, Nolan Kingham.
Another talented freshman is Nolan Kingham. Trying to get him right. Started a few Tuesday games here for Texas. Still trying to get through some mechanical issues. Working with Skip Johnson every week. So he's around the zone. Gives up a few hits, the 11 walks and the 24 base hits. He's got good stuff.
Getting ready for the weekend. About the halfway point. Everybody pretty much has their 12 ball games under their belt at this point. Red Raiders, though, just a fantastic first half. Have a 4-game lead over Texas and Oklahoma State, 2 games over TCU, and Texas makes that trip this weekend up to the Hub City. That will be a gigantic series. You see West Virginia coming back with a win over the weekend to get themselves almost back to 500. They dropped the first 2 of that series against Kansas State. Kingham on. Corey Davis crushes this one, folks. You could say goodnight to this one. This is a big fly right there, and it's a 6-5 ball game.
First one of the year for Corey Davis. This one a no-doubter. Just a pitch up over the plate. Out over the plate. See this.
That unique sound.
That one wasn't as high as Mr. Barrera's, but it was almost as far.
Only the 8th of the year, as you mentioned. This ball popped up. Gerwitz back a few steps, under and puts it away as Oaks is the first out of the inning. If you're going to give one up, might as well give up a big one.
That was far. Get out of here in a hurry.
That had no help whatsoever. There is no breeze. Victor Garcia Jr. has got the big blow of the game. 2-run single. Back in the third inning. Good location with that fastball, and the count evens. Back out of play.
Second time he's thrown that pitch this inning. One went a long way, and that one stayed up in the zone.
One, two. Outside. And the count evens. Out on the left field line, Jones plating perfectly right there for the second out of the inning.
Quick bat by Garcia Jr. That ball was getting in on him. He was able to inside out and get down the left field line.
Jacob Huckabee will step in. Huckabee 1 for 2. He's walked, singled, popped up his last time up. Both teams with 8 hits in the game now. Texas leads here 6-5. In the infield. This ball's popped up. Gerwitz has a beat on it and puts it away. 7th inning stretch time here at the dish, but the Vaqueros get back on the board. Davis with a moonshot, and it's a 6-5 ball game. You can see Davis having a conversation right there with first base umpire Tim Henderson. I'm sure Tim probably said to him, "Did you get all of it?
Something.
Or did you get it on the handle?"
There was some smiling going on.
Yeah, I think he got all of that one. Casey Clements will step in. He's looking for his first base hit of the night. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due for Texas here with a 1-run lead. Home half of the 7th. Cotton Eye Joe plays here at UFCU Dish Falk Field. So Clements steps back in. Delgado came on in relief. Ryan Jackson. Not overpowering. A lot of off-speed pitch. Mixes in a fastball every once in a while. He's had some command problems.
Yeah, he's been all over the place.
2-0 ripped off of the glove of Davis. Casey Clements has his first knock of the night. Leadoff base runner again for Texas.
This ball hit firmly down there. Past Davis at first.
Baker probably be asked to bunt here. Time called as Oaks comes out, probably setting the defensive alignment for the Vaqueros. But I would expect Baker to bunt here.
Go, Joe.
Does bunt up the first baseline and a good one. Davis tags Baker for the first out. Sacrifice goes 3 unassisted. Down to second goes Clements. Brings Patrick Mathis to the plate. Mathis has walked, stole a base, stranded, lined out,
Bring him up, Patrick.
and walked. So he is 0 for 1 on the night. For the 7th consecutive inning, Texas has a runner in scoring position in the inning.
Ooh, way to wind up there.
And that happens when you're getting your leadoff guy on. And they've done it in every frame except 2 tonight.
Done a good job tonight. Did a good job over the weekend.
31 runs in their last 4 ball games for Texas. Still not over here, only in the bottom of the 7th. Activity again in the Vaqueros bullpen. Dropped a breaking ball in there, 2-0.
2-0 breaking ball. Good pitch. Very good pitch. Parker Gallegos.
Off-speed misses outside, and it's 3-1. I would not be looking fastball here if I was Patrick. I know, with an open base and a right-handed hitter awaiting on deck.
And not after seeing a breaking ball 2-0.
Yeah. Here comes the 3-1. All speed downstairs. Texas a chance to get some separation here as Zane Gerwitz comes to the plate. 1 for 3 on the night as Zane. He scored a run. He hit into a 4-6-3 double play his last time up. Texas now out hitting University of Texas Rio Grande Valley 9-8. Popped out towards center, coming on quickly as Huckabee from right makes the play for the second out. That brings Boswell to the plate. He's had a big night. He has tripled, scored, drove in a run, doubled and scored. 2 for 3 on the night.
It's triple over the right fielder's head, just at the base of the wall. Is double. Hit it out towards 405.
Change up. Had him out in front for strike 1. Delgado set again. Fastball in there for a strike. Had Boswell looking something different there.
It's almost like you have to go up there and look for something off speed. Delgado's done a lot of off speed pitches and he's had trouble with the fastball, commanding it, throwing it for strikes.
The 0-2. Right out in front of the plate. Delgado has it. Throw to first in time, and he's out of the inning. Texas threatens but does not score in the 7th. We got a close one. 1-run game as we go to the 8th. Tied for 3rd place in the Big 12 at 7-5. They've won their last 2 series of the Longhorns. Todd Colbert's been outstanding. 4-0 record in conference play, 7 total wins. That leads all pitchers in the Big 12. He's been outstanding. And Casey Clements has been really good as well in Big 12 play. And they travel again to Texas Tech this weekend. And that will be huge. And this was the one that surprised you and I both, as they lead the Big 12 with 12 home runs in conference play through the Longhorns. Augie Garrido knows there's 12 games left in conference play. You need to win every series, that's for sure. It'll start this weekend. Longhorns go to the bullpen again, and it's Eric Dunbar into the game.
Eric Dunbar in the game, a transfer from La Tech, had to sit out last year. It's his 6th game now this year in the sub-1 ERA, throwing the ball well. He's going to come in and face a pinch hitter for the Vaqueros, Manny Laredo. Must know Tres Barrera because they just shook hands at home plate.
Laredo will lead it off. He's a sophomore from McAllen. He's hitting for Gonzalez in the 9th spot of the order, and then we're back to the top of the order. Dunbar off speed, misses downstairs. Pitch in there for a strike, and the count evens. I think he's got good speed. Clements, Casey way back at first. Cody in tight at third. If he pulls this with him, it's going to be tough to get an out. Instead, he cues it on the ground. Dunbar has it, fires to first in time. 1-run game, big out to get that lead out at each inning. You look at the Red Raiders. Boy, what a fantastic start in conference play. And they've been scoring some runs. Yes, they have. And Eric Gutierrez has been outstanding. And they have got a winning streak going right now. Breaking ball in there for a strike to Garcia. Fifth plate appearance for Jose. He's been hit by a pitch, struck out, flied out, reached via an error. So he's 0 for 3 as he steps in here. Chopped on the ground. Clements has it. Cross. Dunbar. 2 easy outs to start the 8th.
Eric's done a good job. He's got good movement. He throws that fastball in there one direction and brings the breaking ball back over into lefties away to righties. Got good movement on his pitches.
Hey, Joseph, has he been mispronouncing your last
Scott
name?
Mercer, 1 for 4. Or actually 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. He's scored a run.
I mean, I'm texting with him. I can correct it here.
Fastball in there for a strike. The Vaqueros started the ball game 7 for 16. Zeke, and they're now 1 for their last 14. That one was a big one, though.
Far one.
It went far. And quickly it's 0-2 to Mercer. Fastball misses outside, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit into the gap in left center. Jones trying to cut it off, does get to it, but bobbles it. Mercer will be down to second. A tying run in scoring position here in the 8th.
Changeup. Hit good out in there in the left center. A break right here because it comes out. It looks like Travis might have kicked that ball. Fortunately, it didn't go very far from him.
Well, a tough customer here. As he steps in, Joseph on the night has walked, singled, and struck out. He also steps back in. On the ground, Gerwitz has it to Clements. That ends the inning and the threat. 1-run game as we go to the bottom of the 8th, 6-5. Let's check out our turning point, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, going places. It happened in the 5th. Ferreira lead the inning off. Greg with a base hit. Joe Baker comes right behind him and drives him in, and that gets Texas on the board, trying to get back into the ball game. Then the wild pitch is the difference.
The wild pitch gets by Oaks. Baker's going to score. Texas will get to that inning and take the lead.
Delgado. You can see the numbers tonight. 2 pass balls, 3 wild pitches, 1 hit batter. Texas has taken advantage of that and built a 6-5 lead here, as it'll be 9-1-2 due for Texas here, trying to add some insurance in the bottom of the 8th.
6 walks by the Vaqueros tonight, uncharacteristic because of the starting pitcher. Brian Jackson only had 6 on the year, and he walked 4.
And swings over the top of that. Rochholt now at it short. He's a young man from right here in the Metroplex, or the Central Texas area Metroplex, out at Cedar Park. This ball on the ground. One gone here. Graduated in December, decided to start his collegiate career, bypassed his spring semester of his senior year.
So he should be playing for Cedar Park right now, basically.
Yes. Early enrollee. So one gone, back to the top of the order. Breaking ball. Drops in there for strike one. Jones 0 for 1 tonight. Does have an RBI. Pops this ball up. Huckabee calls off. Makes the play for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs here in the 8th. Peeking ahead, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 due in the top of the 9th.
Probably to face Chase Sugar. Sugar T down in the bullpen, getting loose, getting hot.
Cody Clements tries to bunt his way on, fouls it off. 1 for 3 on the night. Actually 1 for 4 with the RBI double. This is outside, and the count evens.
Cody. Hey, sit here, kid.
Both teams with 9 hits in the ball game. Very few fastballs from this right-hander.
Got the slider, throws a changeup, got like a 12-6 hook.
See the change there. And it's 3-1. Strike 2, as he called it.
Called it from the home plate umpire. 3-1 hook.
It's a slow, delayed call.
He just kind of pointed like, yeah, he did.
It's a full count. Fouled off, back to the screen. We'll do it again, 3-2. Absolutely perfect night. No breeze, 77 degrees. With all the rain that we've seen over the last 48 hours, great to be able to have the ball game. This ball chopped foul, especially what's going on about 120 miles east of us. You might have to have a boat to go to Houston.
You can pull it, but once you get halfway there, you're going to need it. I came up that way yesterday.
Payoff again. Foul back. Cody with a good at bat here. Ninth pitch of the at bat coming. Ball hit well out to right. This has got a chance, folks. On to Comal Street. Solo home run. And it's a 7-5 ball game. 4th of the year for Cody.
Yeah, hanging breaking ball. See some long home runs. This ball, good job. He gets Got fooled slightly. He was out in front. His foot was down, but his hands were back, and he just hammers this ball.
Fourth of the season. And that is the 10th home run by the Texas offense in the last 8 ball games. Barrera steps in. He is 1 for 4 with a double and a run scored. Breaking ball misses outside. Well, it's nice to get a quick one right there. In the bottom of the 8th when you're protecting a 1-run lead.
Anytime late, you can add some runs. Is always good. Texas in the 9th inning has been giving them troubles. 29-7 outscored in the 9th inning.
Yes. Fastball just misses, and it's 2-1. Breaking ball stays up. These two teams have gone in opposite directions offensively. We told you about the last 14 at-bats. Rio Grande Valley. When you look on the other side for Texas, their last 17 at-bats, they're 8 for 17. That brings Casey Clements to the plate. Casey singled his last time up. He's 1 for 4. Let's see.
Little brother now got the home run lead.
Both were driven in 21. His numbers almost identical. Change up right at the top of the zone for strike 1. Back to back. This one downstairs. Delgado set. This is outside. Good hitter's pitch coming here. Chop backed out. Delgado has it. First in time. And that ends the inning, but not before the Longhorns do some damage. Cody Clements, hanging breaking ball. Folks, this was a no doubter. He got all of it. It's a 7-5 Texas lead. Now for tonight's most dependable player of the game, powered by Chevy Silverado. Cody Clements, he's 2 for 4. He's doubled. He's hit a long home run. He's drove in 2 and he scored a run. It's our Chevy Silverado, most dependable player of the game.
It's going to be a close vote, but I think that home run there in the 8th inning put Cody over the top.
Longhorns go to the bullpen again. Chase Sugar into the game. Freshman from Bridge City. Big appearance here. You know, got a 2-run lead. It's a save situation.
2 saves on the season. Needs to come in here and have a 1-2-3 inning. Big weekend coming up in Lubbock in this game. And a positive note, those strikes. Strike 1 for Chase Sugar. Always important.
Absolutely. Allows him to use his breaking ball. He'll be facing the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Vaqueros here in the top of the 9th. Cole Loncar has done a nice job tonight. Singled, doubled, drove in a run, scored, and hit by a pitch and grounded to third. So he is 2 for 3 as he steps in. Good sinking fastball. We hadn't seen that.
He's had movement. Not that much. That ball got in there at 92 miles an hour and got under the bat. Good pitch.
Back-to-back fastballs, and it's 0-2. Time for that knee buckler right here. The 0-2. Tried to go with a fastball.
So you're doing him a favor. You throw the fastball out over the plate. Loncar with 2 strikes.
Because he's up on the bat and thinking about going the other way.
That's all he's trying to do.
Fights it off, keeps the at bat alive, and it remains 0-2. Longhorns will travel on Thursday to Lubbock. Keep talking about that's a big, big series. I think that's the biggest series of the year. Breaking ball got him. That's a good one.
Loncar hasn't seen that one. He swings like it's a fastball on the outer half and then tries to adjust there at the end. Cannot do it.
Forget after our ball game, Longhorn Extra. In the trenches with Chris Hall, talking about the spring game. Obviously, that's going to be something. In the basketball clinic, a lot of things going on Longhorn Extra. Fastball in there for a strike. Davis's last time up. A long home run. He scored a couple of times in the ball game. The 1-1.
Batting just above 200 on the year, but showed last at bat he's got some pretty good power.
2-1. It's a different movement from the fastball tonight from Sugar.
It's fresh, got a fresh arm tonight.
Really got some movement.
Really getting rid of it good, coming out of his hand good. Getting some good sink.
2-2. Chop right back to him. To first. 2 quick outs here in the 9th. Longhorns an out away from ending a Tuesday drought. Texas State makes their appearance here. First one of the year for the Bobcats and Ty Harrington as they come to town next Tuesday. That's a 6 o'clock start. Texas Tuesday. We'll have it for you right here on LHN. Austin Oaks steps in. So for 4 on the night.
This is just
whew, that is,
late.
That's got some late.
Normally, that's a good a pitch you throw and you get ground balls like you had to the last hitter back to him. But that one tonight. He's got it moving good enough to where it's getting under bats.
It's electric right now, and it's 0-2. A pitch away for winning the ball game. Didn't get the call. And could have, and it's 2-2.
Try it again. Not 2-2. You want to go for that swing and the miss sinker.
Fastball chopped on the ground. This should do it. Gerwitz has it. The first in time, and Texas wins the ball game 7-5. Greg, the ball game started like a lot of Tuesdays have started as of late. Texas fell behind. But really and truly, in the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, they got their offense in gear.
They got it going. down 3-0 going into the third. I mean, I'm sure, a lot of us have watched and we're like, oh no, here it goes again for Texas. But like you said, they battled, they hung in there, started putting together some really good at-bats, took some walks, 5 extra base hits tonight, a home run by Cody Clemens, and they took advantage of mistakes too. They got some runs on pass balls and wild pitches, and that's what it's going to take to win ball games. Texas will take it, and they got them back on track on a Tuesday win going into a tough series this weekend.
Bo Ridgway gets his first career win. I know you remember that one when you got yours. So he's 1-0 in the season. The save goes to Sugar. He now has 3 saves on the year. The loss falls to Delgado. The other part for me is going back and looking at it. I think another place that I thought really showed up is Dunbar did a nice job out of the bullpen. Ridgway did a nice job out of the bullpen. Now Kingham gave up the home run, but still, you see the bullpen starting to find some roles that you can go work with going forward.
Yeah, other than Travis Duke and Chase Sugar, you're going to need 4, possibly 5 pitchers coming out of that bullpen to bridge between the starter and the closer. And when you can keep throwing arms out there and getting good innings out of them on Tuesdays, you can start throwing them out there on the weekends and trusting them.
We leave you tonight with the eyes of Texas.